pick Doom and you doom him in the entirety of the game, and no matter what inside the team fights. And they also will be able to keep scaling going. That's the thing. I've seen a lot of these Midases, so now we have a pretty.
What did you expect?
Thank you, BSJ. First block, Cinderella. We just caught it on camera. Beautifully done. We saw this kind of work in slow motion, but we caught it officially. First blood goes the way of BSG.
It is pretty much on the greedy side, right? Like playing Doom, Medusa, Magnus. Doesn't get much greedier than that. But at the same time, you look at LGD's lineup, which isn't necessarily the fastest either.
Yeah, we got the Spirit Siphon into the Crypt Swarm. I mean, honestly, pretty easy kill and pretty expected.
Working on Helm of the Dominator. Not sure how much I like that this game on Doom.
Yeah, we got the cookie initiation again. Faith Beyond and company. Fissure connects, but the counter Starbreaker with the rotation from Whitemon. Looks like, at the very least, T1 get the trade they're looking for. 23 Savage, in fact, getting the.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have nothing to say. Exorcism rotation to the top lane. Fissure will connect, but nothing to say. They're not going to see him. 23 Savage gets out. Oh, Faith Beyond very close to actually getting that cancel.
Fissure actually ended up.
Yeah, that was unfortunate angle there.
He didn't get the blocking angle he was hoping for. Ended up blocking himself more than the Medusa, actually. And now, defense is actually coming in. Carl, from the side. Gets the courier kill, so now they know he's there.
Yeah. And here comes from the sideline, Zephyr. There's the Doom onto Faith Beyond, trying to run away here. Looks like, at the very least, he will drop. Whitemon might be the sacrifice. Nothing to say. Exorcism has already dissipated. Y is in the vicinity. They will take him out in the end, 1-for-1. Now Spirit Siphon on a Carl. Echo Stomp as well. But I would assume that T1 able to just walk away very safely here. But
so 1-for-1
defense.
they get the core.
Yeah.
Start now. Gets a nice little bottle refill from Whitemon as well.
There's a Midas for Carl.
The Swiftness aura here. I thought he was going to take the Centaur, but obviously the Swiftness aura might help him a little bit with the farming speed in the jungle.
He really likes tomatoes, I'm sure. Delicious ketchup.
As does anyone sane, says FanTV.
Well, if they're cooked, maybe. Carl, he's going to be spotted here, but should be fun. He's going to get... That's not the hoof stomp. That one was not worth, I don't think. The tower taking heavy damage, but here's the rotation from T1. Even 23 Savages come to play. Trying to take out Jin Q. Looks like he'll survive.
Oh, man.
And on the other side, Ame with the meta. 23 Savage trying to TP out. Ain't gonna happen. And this tower will fall one way or the other, but Cuckoo looks like he wants to defend. Gonna try to get the deny with the Centaur, but he's gonna take heavy damage if he gets any further. He's just gonna be given up.
And something we have Medusa shows, they have nothing to get the Medusa out of there yet. There's not like no swap, force staff, haste, anything.
Oh, not the best Fissure, but it's going to result in a kill either way.
And it's going to probably lead to a tower.
Indeed. Now that's actually a really good point, but I mean, it's interesting that you've talked about this many times, how strong Elder Titan is right now. We've talked about the win rate and pick rate and all that good stuff. And I think it's really cool that in past TIs, like the pick ban system was a lot different, right? You had more bans in the first phase, and ban everything, but there's the Doom onto Ame and the Finger of Death. Very nicely played from T1. Beautiful positioning.
Oh, he died.
Several times over.
Yeah, I think they could have definitely killed him at least 2.5 times there.
Hey,
with what they did.
Finger charge is worth it, Cinderin.
Of course. Kayayasha we don't see on anyone, really.
Now there's the jump in, blink reveal. It's going to be a kill on Whitemon.
If you were wondering what that flying...
No, tell me. We're going to have a 4-man smoke here from LGD. Carl
gonna
break it. Faith Beyond jumps in. Solar Guardian's coming, but you can see the immediate Doom into the Earth Splitter, though. Looks like they're going to be able to get the RP off as well. Faith Beyond drops to the deck. Finger of Death finishes off, nothing to say. And T1 showing up in spades here. Have a 3K net worth lead. Make it to as Jin Q. Shockwave into the Centaur. Mana Drain to follow. And another, okay, Echo Stomp. Delays the inevitable, it seems. And that is a quick 3 kills for T1. Now, Y on the run.
Still does with the second life. He has Reflection, he has the Sunder, the Conjure Images as well.
Late game, when you get Ags, he gets basically a few seconds of meta anyway, as
Dead Dawnbreaker.
Yep, super dead. You can just see, that's a position 5. Yep. Still takes a while to kill. She's beefy. In the trees, Enchant Totem. Blink Dagger's not up from their 6 seconds, but looks like he has used successfully. In the meantime, they will find a pickoff onto Jin Q instead.
Yeah, knows there's a ward there now, of course, being caught in the trees, but what a great play from Faith Beyond. And willingly picking it into a hard lane matchup, and they're still making it work. GQ. He's out.
Looks like he's fine. Oh! Right at the last second, Whitemon. Yeah, they know the ward is there.
Very early finger of death. I'm actually not sure he got the stack there, but...
Well, he has 4. I believe he had 3, so...
Just to clarify, when I said hut, like now you can just lose Roche in 30 seconds. You won't have one of your cores effectively.
Yeah, Carl wants to jump in. He does so. Gets fissured immediately into the ankle side, but there's a Solar Guardian. Will he live? Finally, the right clicks will be enough to take him out, but the RP onto 3 heroes into the skewer. 23 Savage is going ham here, but finally the Sunder comes out from Ame as 23 Savage forced to TP out, but no, the BKB ends and he gets canceled. The right clicks are there along with nothing to say. With that Spirit Siphon, 23 Savage trying to hold his ground, but eventually these right clicks will be too much as Ame just continuing to pound upon him, but nothing to say is the one taking most of the damage from Medusa. One more right click will do it. He dies along with the double kill from 23 Savage, the buyback onto the Elder Titan. Ame getting extremely low, finally drops to the deck, as this is a complete disaster for both teams. Everybody's dying. Finally Zephyr TPing out will be successful. It feels like everybody died. Aegis Shard. Shard will be consumed by Medusa. So that's going to be the single. Oh, Doom onto nothing to say. In the meantime, Carl, see if they can actually pick this up. Cuckoo does get off the horn toss, and a finger of death from Whitemon is enough. So, I mean, typically when you're going for Roche like that, the other team gets a pick up, but in this case...
is under attack.
For comparison, Ame is level 20 on the Terrorblade, and that's usually just how it goes. A lot of the gold that Terrorblade gets has 0 experience with it, because of the nature of how he farms. Solar Guardian.
Earth Splitter was used. Solar Guardian actually canceled. No, sorry, that's the Aghanim Scepter. He actually kept it the entire time. And now Faith Beyond taking the brunt of the damage here as Cuckoo gets the skewer off. Why? With the Force Staff here, the Exorcism go off as well. Faith Beyond with a nice, beautiful fissure into the Echo Slam. They're going to blow up the Doom. Nothing to say, trying to maneuver himself around that fissure as Cuckoo pops a BKB into the skewer. TP attempt will be successful at getting out.
Zephyr's in trouble.
He is completely surrounded, gets off the Starbreaker, but dies shortly after. So LGD with a nice exchange here. They lose Faith Beyond.
What a god. Main things he wants actually are from Roshan at this point, and maybe a better neutral item. Skewer.
Cuckoo. Oh, that's a really long skewer. That talent is insane. Finger of Death. And nothing to say. Another death to his name. So despite getting off to, I want to say a
wave, so they couldn't get vision any other way. Needs to be a little bit careful about the Shaker block on that Medusa in case.
Third Roche is up. So, Echo Slam. This is for a Dawnbreaker. Fissure to follow. He's actually going to heal himself and be fine. Carl has come in with that Doom as well. This time they will find the kill. The pump fakes galore. As Faith Beyond drops 65 seconds. No Earthshaker. Nope.
Once Fissures come in, and the Elder Titan Stomp as well, they don't really have a good way of handling that. And keep in mind, Y as well has the Force Staff. We usually see the defensive use, but the offensive use in a game like this is really powerful. If you get the Echo Stomp or a Fissure, you can push people into a very bad position inside the Radiant base here, but for now, obviously 23 Savage very safe with the Aegis.
Indeed, has the cheese in his back pocket as well.
They're looking to trade top.
That's true. Damage is definitely being done right now, but the tier 3 is still relatively healthy. And
Dawnbreaker?
Dawnbreaker there with the Solar Guardian if he wants to come in. He's going to take some damage, but will walk away safely. Was Echo Slam just used?
He used it in the last fight when they jumped
on cooldown for 20 seconds. Yeah. Okay. But that's the beauty, you talked about this earlier, that's the beauty of having somebody like Dawnbreaker. You can TP up there, no problem, and just use your ult to get back in the fight if you need to.
Yeah, it's doing T1 a lot of good right now, having a global hero, that's for sure.
Oh, the jump in again, nothing to say, gets doomed, but the fissure blocks them off a bit. Cuckoo expends an RP, and nothing to say, just completely surrounded and will be brought down here. They do lose Lion though, so 1 for 1.
Yo, Savage is in the middle of nowhere here. Could be good, could be bad.
Yeah, right clicks from 23 Savage coming. He's doing a lot of damage, but the fissure continually strong stuff, I know. Oh, Zephyr is going to be spotted out. That's the Demon Zeal popped. They're going to be able to take out Dawnbreaker in quick succession here. Carl looking to potentially go in. Pops the BKB. Nothing to say, does the same. Doom actually applied to Ame, but he's already in meta form. I think they'd be fine to fight here.
Carl has used everything.
T1, there's a huge RP from Cuckoo though, and the right click from 23 Savage just decimating LGD. Earthshaker buys back into the game, second RP onto Ame. He's stuck in place, but there is the lifesteal. And look at how much damage he actually does. He's getting kited from afar though, as 23 Savage with that split shot modifier going to work on LGD overall. Can they stun lock Ame enough? Zephyr getting right click down from afar. The Sunder Talon was definitely taken, as you see. Ame used it multiple times. Faith Beyond's finally come back in the fight. Trying to kite Medusa as much as possible. Ame, all he can do is try to lifesteal. It's not going to happen though. Double kill for 23 Savage. Finally will go down. Does have buyback, and Ame's going to expend his. So Jin Q working on Carl right now, burning down to that Infernal Blade. Fissure nicely done. Blocks off Carl completely. Faith Beyond on the wrong side though.
Keep in mind, Carl has no buyback.
Still has that magic immunity. 23 Savage buys back in the game. Looks like they want to try to finish this one way or the other, Cinderin. And there, Carl jumps in on nothing to say with the finger of death. Down he goes, double kill for him. Buyback again from LGD. 5 versus 5. Assuming nobody has buyback at this point. Good, Gaben. Can they continue to fight here, or do they want to back?
Oh, the fissure
on the wrong side. Oh. Provides enough space for 23 Savage to get away safely. This game is insane. 27k net worth lead, and this feels so even.
Who even has moment?
Looks like they're coming to potentially contest. It's already at half health though. There's the Mortimer's Kisses from afar. That's the talent. Look at how much damage that is actually doing. Carl has to be careful, but there's a Solar Guardian. Has to be used to try to defend Roche. Earth Splitter's there as well. Looks like they'll finally get Roche eventually. He's nothing to say. Has to pop his actions into the jump into the Echo Slam. Roshan is taken out. Who the hell got the Aegis? That is the first death for Dawnbreaker. Refresher orb on the ground, for God's sake. Faith Beyond's going to take a tumble to 1 for 1. Aegis claimed by 23 Savage. LGD need to reset. Cuckoo not able to get the right horn toss, so it was on an illusion. So T1 getting the better of that, I do believe. They got the Aegis. I can't keep track of these items all this time. That is actually shocking. In fact, just going to go for the tier 4s for now. 23 Savage approaching level 30. Gonna be a pretty massive power spike for him. Carl as well, that is true. So they get 1 tier 4. Trying to take out these illusions. The Echo Stomp, again, just the delays constantly. We barely talked about it, but the fact that Lion can just destroy these illusions obviously hinders Ame's ability to push out these lanes. And the fact that he has Shard, actually, it's the triple mana drain. Tier 4, all right. Faith Beyond is back, and remember, Dawnbreaker can just come in. There's Cuckoo. Oh, he kind of stutter steps there. Finally gets off the skewer, back into the fray. You can see the Earth Splitter from afar. Solar Guardian coming in as well. Can they kill Ame? Yes, they can. 120 seconds of no Terror Blade. PSG LGD might be putting on the brink here of Game 3 if they're able to not hold this off. The Ancient is exposed as 23 Savage continuing to just pound upon it, forcing them back into their fountain, and this looks like T1 will be forcing the Game 3 Cinder, and Faith Beyond gets off the Echo Slam though. Why? Jumps in, has a lot of damage to work with, but nothing to say. He doesn't have enough damage to kill off 23 Savage, but okay. Satanic keeping him alive. Carl jumps in with the hook stomp. He's continuing to try to hit this Ancient. 23 Savage. Echo Stomp again, just keeping him at bay. Eul Scepter now. Can they kite him enough? Refresher charge used by Cuckoo. Into the RP. Into the Ancient kill. T1 force Game 3. Oh!
What a sick game.
Oh my.